Day 1 of the Vodafone Freebies Challenge. Land's End to John O'Groats. Well, I'm in Land's End. It's just the next bit now. MacBook Air, 5 pay-as-you-go SIM cards. A pair of waterproof trousers in a bag. I've got a mini gorilla here, a spare spoffle. There's a little tripod that holds the iPhone 4. If you're going to use toilet roll, dry toilet roll, always better than wet toilet roll. This is a spork. That is for plugging into cards so that I can power my laptop comfortably. That's the bag that contains it all. A down sleeping bag. That's my Scotty vest jacket. These are all the other clothes I'm taking. A Petzl head torch, my wash kit with towel. There's all kinds of bits and bobs, and a Vodafone MiFi should I want to pop one of these SIMs in there. That is my kit. And so it begins. I have to make my way from here to John O'Groats, the furthest most point in mainland Great Britain from where I am standing right now. Well, that's it then, 874 miles to go, and it all starts right here. So it is now approaching 10 AM on the morning of my first day from my Land's End to John O'Groats trip, and I'm kind of standing around. I could walk the 8 miles into Penzance, but I'd probably die. I'm hoping that a car will pass along this road. I'm in the comfortable surroundings of a Mazda Bongo, which is how I know Becky, I guess. Are we following each other because we both drive Bongos?
Yes.
Yes. So that's how you spotted my tweet asking for help. Now, I was stuck at the Land's End Hotel. You were heading there with a flat battery on your phone, so we actually missed each other because I managed to get a lift out.
Yep, and randomly I picked you up coming back. So, quite lucky.
Which is fantastic, because you've got to come through this anyway, and you're heading to?
Falmouth, to college.
And which is where I will be dropped off. They gave me a brown bread baguette with some Laughing Cow cheese and some tomatoes, which is my lunch today, which is fantastic. Well, if you said to me that I'd be wandering into a Starbucks or the Giordano services and asking for a free cup of tea, I would have said you were crazy. Why would I want to do that? It's quite exciting. Almost as exciting as a few moments ago when the car I was in missed the turn off to the Giordano services, so decided to reverse a little bit down the motorway so that they could drop me off. Don't try this at home, kids.
It wasn't far out of my way to pick you up, and I thought back over all the years when I used to hitchhike, how many people stopped and picked me up, took me along the way.
End of day 1, over 300 miles in the bag, 5 lifts, 1 split by a brief break in Newquay, which was technically off the beaten track, but I wasn't going to lose these people because they said, hang on a second, we're going to Bristol later on. So started off at Land's End, the longest wait really because there was no traffic, then Penzance, then to Newquay, then Newquay to Bristol, and then from a service station at Bristol into Derby, and now I'm in the house of Richard Mackney, who is kindly letting me crash. Really looking forward to a night's sleep. It's hard work, but total fun. Freebies, well, been doing really well on the freebies front, from free coffees, actually turned down a free coffee, turned down a free erotic looking weird body part sweet thing in Newquay. Also Starbucks in a service station gave me free sandwiches, free cakes, free tea. That was really nice. And Richard just bought me free beer and free cheese and onion cob. Now a cob is like a roll, is a batch, is a bread cake. Do people really say bread cakes?
In some places, yeah.
And this is Richard Mackney,
is it balm?
the host.
Balm cake as well?
Stotty. Are you filming?
Filming you, filming me.
It's nice to just not be moving for a minute. Day 2, and we're in the Peak District, the beautiful Peak District. I can't believe I've travelled so far in such a short amount of time, and it's thanks to people like this. Twitter name, please?
@Poison.
And you are a commercial photographer, I believe.
That's right, yeah.
But today your job is taxi driver, taking Twitter name, please?
Anna Cristalli,
To where?
Sheffield Uni,
What are you doing at Sheffield Uni?
PhD in marine macroecology.
PhD in marine macrobiology.
Ecology.
Macroecology. So you can tell the conversation for the next few miles is going to be pretty sweet. Heading north. Where could I possibly be? I'm in Sheffield Uni. What department am I in?
This is the journalism department.
End of day 2. Derby to Bakewell to Sheffield to Scotch Corner to Edinburgh. Can't believe it. Swift travel and very well connected travel with the social networks assisting all along the way. I even had time to stop off in Sheffield at the university and guest lecture a journalism class, which was a very, very swift visit. A lift was waiting and I was on the road again. And I can't believe I'm already in Scotland, so I'm going to have to see what tomorrow holds and whether or not the bad weather is going to come in and there'll be snow everywhere. But so far, so very, very good. I'm in Edinburgh and I just haven't seen enough of it. I've been absolutely blown away by the response from social media, the Girl Geeks, Blonde Digital. It's just been incredible. I wish I could spend longer. I've just been booked a cab for the train station and I've been given a ticket by blonde.net, who I was hot desking with. They didn't want anything in return. They just really, really loved the idea of the Vodafone challenge. I wanted to see that I got to Inverness tonight in time for a slap-up meal. Who gets the slap-up meal? Whoever gives me a bed for the night, hopefully. I'm still blown away.
Good luck on the train.
Thank you very much. Jerry Jeff. What a nice man. He's from Gambia, and I've spent some time in Gambia, and it's really nice talking to people about travel, especially when you're travelling. It fortifies this great feeling of jumping on a train and just heading north. Leaving Edinburgh and leaving some friends behind. It's snowing, we're in Inverness, and I just sent out random texts and Carl says, I live in Inverness. To be honest, I'd forgotten. But he'd come to pick me up from the station, and Carl's going to look after me before he starts work, and he's then heading... where are you going tonight?
Glasgow.
Glasgow. Drives all over the place. And I'm just so glad to be here on the last leg, very close to John O'Groats. If this snow continues, my nose is going to snap off and I'm not going to make it. But we'll see how it goes. You got confidence?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes, he says. No worries at all.
I'm glad you can see where you're going. Have you got full beat?
Man, I've driven this road so often. I know every line, every turn.
I love that. The car is screaming for help. This looks like a swanky place. I don't have my hat. Where are we?
We're about to walk into Rockpool Reserve, probably one of the swankiest places to eat in Inverness. It's going to be awesome.
I do believe we have some money behind the bar. clothes are drying, my bed is waiting, and after another day I am very, very ready for it. Good amount of miles, great train ride. Tomorrow, John O'Groats? Who knows? I don't know what day it is. Day 3 or 4? Day 4 maybe. It's all a blur, especially after last night's exciting night of whiskey and whatnot. This is the snow that I've woken to. Nothing too serious here, but it's getting worse up the road. Bye. That's my host's other half leaving, Nicola. Thank you very much, Nicola.
Get in the car.
Where are we going? You late for work?
We're going to UHI. Let's go now.
That's Sean. He looked after me last night, and he was my drinking buddy last night, and that's why we're a little bit late. So, lovely. Let's see how bad the roads really are. Here we are then. This is Gary's just before the bridge. What's it called?
The Keswick Bridge.
Keswick Bridge. Thank you very much for all of your help.
Anytime,
really
sir,
appreciate it.
anytime. It is a pleasure to have met you.
Who knows what's going to happen now? Let's go. I'm at Skiatch Services north of Inverness, and I can just about pick up the Wi-Fi from here. It's not far from where oil rigs come in to get serviced. I can see them on the horizon. I'm walking down from the services where I've just had a wee-wee, and I'm hoping to get a lift on the A9 north. It's north, 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 all the way from here, and there's only one road, so fingers crossed. What's your name? Paul? Paul is my driver. He's a professional driver. He saw I was going to freeze to death if he didn't pick me up. So I'm going another 40 miles to Golspie, and then I'm in the dark on my own again. Who knows? Maybe John O'Groats tonight. Maybe some hospital with hypothermia if they see me lying there in the dark. This is truly the last leg of the journey. I'm now being taken to John O'Groats, and I'm very kindly being taken by Alistair Jack of the BDMLR, British Divers Marine Life Rescue. He's only told me that 4 times, and I can't remember to save my life. Where did you pick me up? Golspie, and I was just getting really, really cold, and to get a lift all the way, the final 80 miles or however much it is just fantastic. Guess where I am? I'm in the dark, that's where I am. Guess where I am? Oh yes, that's my last lift. That is my last lift, and it's taken me to this signpost, which looks like it's been robbed. This is the actual John O'Groats signpost. But it doesn't say anything. I'm definitely in the right spot. There's the sea. I do believe this place was voted Britain's worst tourist attraction this year. But I'm here. I've made it. Land's End to John O'Groats. Not quite a week. Feels like a month. Job done. And that, as they say, is that. Night night.